Hey guys, Alex M975 here today, and in today's video, as you can see in the title, I wanted to talk a bit about why I think Fortnite has proven time and time again why they won't die and defied all expectations, including my own, on when Fortnite would die and become irrelevant as a game. And Fortnite seems to do something that no other game has done really ever that I can think of, which is making so many different genres work on one game. Now obviously the Battle Royale is obviously the main category, but there's also now Lego Fortnite, which has really blown up and seemingly doing really well, which I don't know how really, because I've never played it, so I can't really put a proper criticism on it, but it didn't seem that intriguing to me, and it seems to have blown up a lot, and it's a completely different aspect, completely different thing to Fortnite, and it's doing really well. There's also the racing one, I don't know what it's called, but that one is doing very well, and that is a completely different thing again. And obviously they still got Battle Royale still going great, and they already used up their OG season, which I did talk about a lot at the start when I was making commentary videos on Fortnite, but I have always seemed to think this is the end of Fortnite. Time and time again I've thought this is where it ends, this is where this game just consistently goes downhill, and to be fair, I wasn't completely wrong. Ever since 2021, Fortnite was on a steep downfall. I wouldn't say steep downfall, I'd actually say a very gradual downfall, and the thing is, people thought that would continue, but what happened was it just kind of leveled out, because obviously we all say it and joke about it, but the younger audience kept it alive as a game, and it kind of didn't deserve to at that point, because they were unoriginal and they were making the lobbies too sweaty and they weren't really innovating enough. And Fortnite really proved everyone wrong that they can still innovate massively when they brought back that OG season, brought back all their audience members. Now when I say they steadied that graph when everyone was leaving the game and only younger people were there was still about 2 million active players a day, which is insane numbers, and for any other game would be a completely healthy game. But for Fortnite standards, their standards were so high that was them doing bad, which in my opinion is really impressive and just shows that Fortnite, even at its worst point, was still doing really well. Now Fortnite has, Epic Games has been much different to any other games company in the fact that we've all seen it, and they've tried to do a lot of stuff. They obviously bought Fall Guys, and they made that very successful for about a week, and they made their own store, and they had the whole controversy with Apple, and that seems to show that Epic realizes how powerful Fortnite is as a game. For most other games, it's just that one game. It's a good point for getting popularity to your company and getting recognition, but they don't seem to keep games alive for as long as they do with Fortnite. Not usually. There's only a few games that you can name, Minecraft being one of them, that has kept going at the top, and it's kind of ridiculous for Fortnite because it did become an overnight sensation, which usually doesn't work out great for games, but Fortnite kept consistently innovating, and although people say they hate that they always change the season so you can never get used to it, that's also the reason that Fortnite stayed so popular, because they keep innovating, because you can never get used to the game. People love it, and that's one thing that I know a lot of people appreciate, but there is also some people, including myself sometimes, because sometimes I really enjoyed some of those seasons and don't want it to end. It's really, you have to accept the fact that you would get bored of it eventually. Maybe it would take longer than when Fortnite ended that season, but it would still get boring. And Fortnite updating the seasons, even though you can get a crappy season, you'll probably go off that game, but you will always come back to Fortnite. That is something that seems to happen to everyone, including myself, is that you always find a way to come back to Fortnite, which is really interesting to me, that you can hate a game, love a game, hate it and love it, and it just keeps going back and forth, and it's crazy. It's actually really crazy, because you can see on my channel that on my old channel I made, Alex975 obviously, I made videos on Chapter 2 Season 2, then I stopped. Then on this channel I made a tutorial video on maybe Chapter 2 Season 10, I don't remember to be honest, but I was actually liking that season a good bit, or no, it was like Chapter 2 Season 6, and then I left. Then the OG season came back, tried that out, loved it. then I stuck around for Chapter 5, and I've really enjoyed it so far. And I nearly quit this season. I've already talked about this in the last video, but I nearly quit this season, but Fortnite just keeps innovating. Now, I do not like how they innovate with their movements, and I don't know if I want to make a whole video on it, because I don't know if there's that much to talk about, but obviously their movement mechanics was a bold move, and it turned out not to work. But they've done a lot of stuff that has worked out. Obviously there's creative as well, which always gives Fortnite another big genre, and I know that is similar to Battle Royale in the fact that you're battling people usually in the creative games, but there's also like loads of other ones. I think we all know that, like just off the top of my head, there's parkour, there's that Squid Game, I played that one, and there's like all different types of ones that I can't name off the top of my head, but Fortnite is just constantly innovating. And I know I keep using the word innovating and it must be getting annoying now, but it's actually like fascinating, because I don't think I can name another game that just consistently keeps updating their game and people keep sticking around. Now, I do know that sometimes they have a large downfall, but then they have a large uphill. Like, I'm sure Fortnite could get maybe not all the audience that they had, but they could get maybe 20 million people back for some type of event, and maybe the OG season comes back again. Obviously, I've already said this, but they won't get back as much as they did there. And I believe that they had failed and wasted the potential. But it seems that, at least in my opinion, that worked out, because I like this season and I think they did well with this season. And I don't know what the audience members are like now. I really need to check that to back my videos up. But the stats of how many players dropped and how many players are still playing, I would assume that Fortnite have around 5 million active players a day, whereas they used to have 2 million, then the OG season came and had like 40 million, and then dropped down till it got to 5 million, which may sound bad, but obviously it's much better. You more than doubled your audience from originally what you were at for like 2 chapters, which is absolutely ridiculous. That was around a year's time. So yeah, Fortnite has really impressively kept going and innovating with all these new genres, which keep the audience like always keeping the game. That's one thing that I've never done, deleted Fortnite. Sometimes I don't update it for a long time, but I always keep that game because I always know I'll come back to it eventually. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about in today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.